the Executive Vice President, Automotive Recyclers Association. Mike, great to see you because we're talking more about the Cash for Clunkers program, and we got to talking yesterday about the actual environmental impact of this program, because we know the intention is to become more fuel efficient as a nation. What is your assessment of the environmental impact?
Well, Jenna, as far as our association, we've been up on Capitol Hill all past 10 months trying to bring home the point on the environmental effects of this legislation. As automotive recyclers, we are dedicated to the removal and reuse of automotive parts. When you recycle a green part and use it, you save a lot of energy by that use instead of having to produce a new part. We don't believe that was really factored into the equation, and now we're looking at a lot of engines from the program being destroyed. Those engines could have gone to low-income folks that aren't going to qualify or have the funds to buy new cars under the program.
Why are we looking to destroy the engines anyways? You know, Jeff Flock was talking about that to us a few weeks ago, about actually the dealers having to destroy the engines before they actually get trashed, the whole car. What is the point of that?
Well, that decision was made at the Department of Transportation at NHTSA. They were concerned about fraud that had occurred in the German program. They wanted to go up as far up the food chain on these vehicles to make sure that the possibility of fraud was cut off. It's not something that we were pushing for, not something we agreed with. I can understand why folks at NHTSA decided to do that. This program was mandated that DOT put this out in 30 days, and on the 30th day, there had to be a system in place to address these vehicles coming into the dealer's lot. So it was...
just to be clear, because the fraud, it seems a little bit unclear to me. So were they just... Do they have to trash the engine so that they can't resell the cars? Is the engine being completely destroyed the evidence that the car, in fact, was the clunker that was turned in?
The engine has to be made inoperable at the dealership, and that requires them to put a sodium silicate into the engine and run it until it locks up. At that point, it can be transferred to a professional automotive recycler or a scrap processor, and then they have 6 months to pull off any other part other than the engine and resell those parts.